Alright, guys, it is Stuka Microphone in honor of Mike the Microphone. And what you just heard was the beginning. Basically, I didn't feel like reading the beginning of my story, which that basically was kind of the beginning of my story. But part two of, this time I read It Begins Here, part one. Now we are on to part two, or chapter two, Back for Blood. Now, what you just heard was basically the beginning. Alright, and here we go. Then I stood at the front of the Blackhawk's window and see the big H that is the helicopter landing pad. I see another CIA Colt behind me, shivering, trying to hold his M4. Hey, buddy, are you alright? I asked. "Y- y- yeah, I'm alright. I'm okay," he said. So I let him go with his business while I load the final cartridge of my P90. I see Lone stuff a muffin. Sorry, pardon me. Lone and velocity are very hard for me to get changed, so just bear with me if I say lone instead of velocity. Pardon. I see velocity stuff a muffin in his mouth, and he cocks his AUG as we land. As we get out of the Black Hawk, I spot an AC-130 up in the air as we take our position by a burnt-out exploded car or jalopy. Hey, I thought we were in scheduled air support, I asked. Just then, the AC-130 opens fire on our position. All I could hear was the screams of our friends. "Dude, what the heck is that up there? It's opening fire on us!" asked Lone. "Ah, crap. That's an enemy AC-130. Those are MG shots," said the staff sergeant. But it was already too late. Two ponies get mowed down by the gunfire, and one hits him in the hind leg. "You guys go. I'll go get the wounded Colt. I can get him," I say. "Are you insane? That thing will mow you down," said Lone, scared for my safety. Just then, I spot, pardon me, velocity. God, this is going to drive me nuts. I'm trying to read very fast because I put this in all caps, this part in all caps. So it's going to be kind of hard for me. I apologize for being a moron who cannot read my own fan fictions. Alright, anyway. Just then, I spot a, pardon me, a supply crate holding a loaded Browning. Velocity, grab the Valkyrie rockets, take it down. I'll cover you with the Browning, and I'll go get that Colt. Crap. Crap, Stuka, you're insane. But okay, let's do it. Just then, I go trotting out there opening fire, Browning on one shoulder and ammunition in the other hoof. All I can hear is the Browning fire and see the Valkyrie rocket hit the enemy AC-130's tail, making it spin, and blow up in a big fiery mushroom cloud. I then rode over to the firemen to carry the injured Colt, who was hardly breathing, whose hind leg was severed from the bullets, and holes inside his leg. He's lucky they went through him, and he hadn't bled to death. Alright, I got him. Come on, Velocity. Let's get the heck out of here. Alright, I said. Okay, let's go, everyone, Lone said, as we entered the Blackhawk. Inside the Blackhawk, I noticed the Colt I was scared before we landed. That was the same Colt I saved. I then look at him closer while the medic is treating him. Wow. Leg half gone. Other leg riddled with blood and lead. I then look at Lone with his dang killer velocity, with his dang killer smile, still talking about his amazing shot when he fired, taking that AC-130 down. Then we hover back over to Camp Diamondback, and I see the MASH doctors and nurses dragged the poor Colt to the medical station. Later that day, I see Velocity loading his AUG. He loaded 11 magazines. He kept them on a utility vest he wore. He collected chips from Enemy horns. Me. I collect tags from our fallen. Sadly, I've gotten 38 in my collection since the past 2 years or so. The only survivors of the PAD is me, Rainbow, Spitfire, and Velocity. With tears still holding back from that tragic day, last year, we were all in flight. We got ambushed by heavy AA guns. Hidden in destroyed buildings below us, the other Wonderbolts died. And Soren had gotten hit in the head and died in the medical station. That day, everyone, especially Spitfire, was sad, angry, and shocked. We all thought Soren was going to live through this. I have his tags attached to my P90, right next to Jenny's. These two were some of the best fighters I knew. Translating to 7 weeks later. Back for Blood, Part 2. The Letter. I never thought I would read this on a mission prompt. Spitfire, the PAD status, MIA. Celestia, give me courage. I was interrupted by a loud lavender-colored light blue Pegasus flying through the door. "Here's your mail," said the pony. "Wow, hi Derpy. Haven't seen you in ages. How are you?" I asked. "Well, now I'm an official CIA mailmare," she said. "Wow, that's cool. So what's my letter say?" I asked. Derpy, with her opposite-looking Walt eyes, tries to read the letter. "It's from Applejack," it says. Dear Stuka, ever since you left Ponyville, I'm hoping that things are going well. We all miss Rainbow Dash, Velocity, Soren, and Spitfire. Tell them all hi, but I have some sad news. Granny Smith passed on last night at 97 years old. Bless her heart. Well, I hope you're doing alright. Hope we get to see you after the war. Bye. Wow. A lot has changed since we left. I thought to myself. Thanks, kid. I'll see you later, I say to Derpy with a smile. She only snickers and flies out the door. I wish I don't get any more letters like that. That makes me feel horrible. All of a sudden, bursting through the tent door, it's Velocity. "Stuka, come quick. The Colt you rescued 2 missions before is awake. Now he's talking. Hurry, come on." Velocity and I run over to the medical tent to see a sad Colt lying on his back. We couldn't see his left leg because it was all bandaged up, but Velocity and I both know half of it's gone. We can see the other knee, but it's bandaged up from the lead bullet shrapnel. I see him just lying there. 5 months later. The invasion. Stuka POV. It's been 5 months since a trooper was injured. Sadly, his leg became infected by the 115th element. I asked the doctors how he was infected, and they said that the enemies put the 115th element inside almost every single bullet they fire. I'm guessing if you get injured, maybe you'll become one of them. Pardon me. So I walk over to the tent and I see Velocity reading a mission prompt. And I ask him what it says. The mission is that it's been 4 months since Spitfire has been MIA, but intel says that Pony Team 6 is located at Charlie POW camp. Ponyville. Wow, says Velocity. Well, Ponyville's been taken over by our enemies and turned into a POW camp? Not done yet. All the ponies of Ponyville were moved to Camelot in Philadelphia. So Fluttershy sent me a letter saying her and Barite are okay. Anyway, Ponyville is a POW camp. Pony Team 6 says that Spitfire is there, and a few other CIA. They are being interpreted or killed. Wow. What does this have to do with us? I asked. Well, it says more. The two CIA and PAD, Captain Stuka and Captain Velocity, will be deployed to Ponyville with Pony Team 6, the Pony Rangers, and the Pony Berets. So it's us and Equestria's Special Forces to take back Ponyville and POWs. Well, you ready to mow down some Charlie and take back what's ours? I ask. Velocity can only respond in a happy voice. Hell yeah. Back for Blood, Part 1. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Kind of crappy because I kept stuttering, but, and sniffling. I have a cold. But, hopefully, I will post Part 2, right now. So, see you there.